Good afternoon, everybody. Today we're going to talk about how biomedical equipment technicians keep hospitals running. Every day in hospitals, people rely on machines to keep them alive. Machines that breathe for them, monitor their hearts, or deliver carefully measured medication. Now imagine one of those machines suddenly stops working while a patient is depending on it. In that moment, someone has to fix it immediately to protect that patient. This matters to every person in this room because almost all of us have been in a hospital or have had someone we care about that had been admitted to one. Whether it's a blood pressure cuff, a heart monitor, or an IV pump, technology touches almost every part of patient care. If that technology fails, the patient is the one who pays the price. I'm studying biomedical equipment technology. And through my coursework and hands-on training, I've learned how much hospitals rely on properly maintained equipment. That's why I chose this topic, because BMETs, which are biomedical equipment technicians, work behind the scenes, but without them, modern healthcare simply wouldn't function. Biomedical equipment technicians, or BMETs, keep hospitals running by making sure medical equipment is safe, accurate, and available at all times. I'm going to cover three major points: the history of the BMAT profession, the day-to-day responsibilities that technicians handle, and the impact this work has on patient safety and outcomes. The BMAT profession didn't appear overnight. It developed as healthcare technology evolved. Back in the early 1900s, hospitals had very little electronic equipment, maybe an early X-ray machine, and that was about it. But by the 1960s and 70s, healthcare technology exploded. Hospitals started using patient monitors, defibrillators, ventilators, anesthesia machines, equipment that required specialized technical knowledge. According to the U.S. Army Medical Department, one of the earliest formal BMET training programs came from the military. They needed technicians who would maintain medical equipment in field hospitals, and their training model paved the way for the modern BMET programs. As technology continued advancing, hospitals began creating entire departments dedicated to maintaining equipment. And by the 1990s, national standards and certifications were introduced, which officially shaped BMET work into the profession we recognize today. The day-to-day responsibilities of a BMET are broad, but they are all connected to one goal: keeping equipment safe and reliable. First, BMETs perform preventative maintenance. This includes inspecting, cleaning, testing, and calibrating devices before they ever reach a patient. According to the Mayo Clinic, BMETs routinely check devices like ventilators, infusion pumps, EKG machines, and vital sign monitors to make sure that they are providing accurate readings. Second, BMETs conduct electrical safety testing. This ensures devices don't pose any risk of shock, fire, or malfunction. Third, they handle emergency repairs. If something fails during patient care, BMETs are the only ones who get the call. Their repairs often need to happen quick because a delay could interrupt treatment. Finally, BMETs complete detailed documentation for every repair and maintenance task. Hospitals are heavily regulated environments, so proper documentation is necessary for compliance, liability issues, and accreditation. Impact on patient care. The impact of BMETs is often invisible, which is usually a good thing. When equipment works flawlessly, patients rarely think about the technicians behind the scenes. According to the World Health Organization, hospitals with strong biomedical engineering programs have significantly fewer equipment-related injuries and treatment delays. And according to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Association for the Advancement of Medical Instrumentation reports that BMET teams were essential in keeping ventilators, oxygen monitors, and infusion pumps running despite nonstop usage. Even beyond emergencies, BMETs ensure accurate readings, consistent operation, and reliable performance. First, I explained the history of the BMET profession and how it was developed alongside medical technology. Second, we looked at the core responsibilities BMETs handle every day, including maintenance, safety, testing, and repairs. And finally, we discovered how BMETs directly affect patient safety and the overall quality of healthcare. At the beginning of this speech, I asked you to imagine a life support machine failing during treatment. The truth is, situations like that rarely turn into emergencies. And that's because BMETs prevent those failures long before they reach the patient. Their work keeps hospitals running, and more importantly, it keeps people safe. Thank you. And now I'll take any questions.